Hello gardening friends, welcome to Backyard Basics. A lot of folks write in and they're interested in how to start seeds and what's it all about when we start seeds at home. Well, one of the things we can do is start seeds directly out in the garden. Under extreme heat and extreme cold though, it's a little difficult. Raised beds, ideal way to do this. Square foot garden, another ideal way. And you just plant directly in little furrows. Some people will put a little bit of vermiculite down the furrow and just be a nice light cover, and the seeds come through much more easily. But let me show you some stuff that you can do at home. Some of the seeds are very large, and those take 10 days or more to germinate. So one of the things that we like to do is to go ahead and soak these seeds, and we'll take the bigger ones, a little tray of water. You only soak them overnight. It doesn't take that much. And we'll take a few of these. The chard and the beets and some of these others, okra, they're rather large. And by putting them in the water and soaking them overnight, instead of that 10-day period, they're up in about 4 or 5 days. So this is a very good thing to do to accelerate the germination of these seeds. It's only the bigger ones. If you put some lettuce seed in there or something like that, they'll just all stick together. You won't be able to use them at all. So make sure you only use some of the bigger seeds. There are many ways of starting seedlings at home. This is one of them, and this is a little tray right here that has many cells in it, and you put your good potting soil in there, and what you do is you make a little hole in the potting soil itself so you can drop that seed down there. Now if the seed is something that needs to be shallow, well, that's real easy to do. If it needs to be deeper, you go ahead and drive, I like to use a pencil, drive it down deep. If I were going to do only 6 tomatoes, then I would fill 6 of the cells right there. You know, if you use a water can or something like that, that puts out a lot of water, you might even wash the seeds out of there. So I like to go in there and water it in with a sprayer like this. It settles down very nicely, and you've got your seeds on your way in no time at all. Here's another way it's done, and these are made out of peat moss, and the peat moss is in this little kind of a capsule. They come out looking like that, and then you stick them in some water and they open up. They swell up in a few minutes. And then see the little hole right there? That little hole is where you drop your seed. You pinch it shut and you're on your way once again. No matter what you're growing, you've got it in a little container already. So this is a really nice way. You can use 6 or all of them, depends on what you're growing, but this is a good way to get out there and transplant. When you're making a seeding mix, there are 2 things you'll commonly see, and it's vermiculite and perlite. Both of these are minerals, and they've been popped. They've been heated at a very high temperature, and they just pop this way. And it's very common to use them in a potting mix. That, together with, we like to put in a few minerals. It doesn't take much to put some minerals in there. Some really good compost is important as part of the blend. And we put a little bit of lava sand in there, more minerals for the mix, and it has a little bit of drainage. And then the final ingredient is that we go ahead and use coir fiber. If you're not familiar with coir fiber, it's an alternative to peat moss. And this comes from several parts in the world. And what they do is they shave the outer shell of the coconut, and you get this really nice fiber. So we take all of these things, we blend them, we really like to homogenize them, really get them together, and then this is what you're looking at, a wonderful potting soil with some nutrients from these things that I've shown you. Compost has its own. And sometimes earthworm castings are really neat because they supply some nutrients. So there you go. A good way to start your own seeds, whether it's summertime or wintertime. It'll do it very effectively for your home garden. For Backyard Basics, I'm John Dromgoole. I'll see you next time.